Hey everyone, welcome back to How to Be a Poser. Today we're going up, up, and away with the Justice League Superman 6-scale figure by Hot Toys. Let's get started. Alright, here he is, the Justice League Superman 6-scale figure by Hot Toys. Still in his box, exactly the way it's going to come to you. Look at this costume, so awesome. Wow, look at that heat vision portrait, also cool, and a nice assortment of hands. Can't wait to see what I can do with all this stuff. Let's get rolling. All right, here he is, Superman, out of his box, ready to go. And obviously, since this is Superman we're talking about here, I'm going to use a flying pose. First things first, I need to decide which portrait I'm going to use. And I think I'm going for, I just want to go hero. I'm going to save the angry eyes for a later pose. But I think we're just going to have him flying. So I'm going to bring up this arm. Now notice what I'm doing here is I started bringing it up rather abruptly. Right away I noticed some bunching of the fabric and I want to avoid that as much as I can. Let me just take a peek here and just see how much lift I can get with this head. And that's one down. There's the other one down. And with this flying pose, I'm going to bring this knee up, bend this knee ever so slightly, extend that ankle out. Just twist his torso a little bit this way. Now that I've got the flight pose established, the trick is trying to figure out a way to utilize this flight stand in such a way that it works in a way that doesn't conflict with elements of the costume, with the appearance of the pose, all that good stuff. So I'm going to rotate this. This is on there pretty snug, so I think this will work. So let's spin that around, and then let's bring Superman up. I'll try to get those legs as close together as I can. Get that knee up there. And just rotate the leg just so I can bring his feet closer together. Rest him right there. Having gotten this far with it, I think I'm not liking the look of the stand as it is. So I'm going to loosen this guy up and rotate the stand to the side, then compensate and bring Superman around this way. And then as much as I can, I'm going to tighten this. Now, that creates a balance issue, so I'm going to need to bend the stand this way. That has an added effect of lowering the profile, as it were, so you don't have to take up as much room top to bottom. Okay, now that I've got him basically where I want him to be, I'm just going to come around here and give some love to this cape. I just kind of threw it up there just to kind of get it out of the way while I got the pose itself established. But I'm finding already that by moving that stand to where it is, I can utilize that now as a means of supporting the cape. Just imagine that Superman is flying at a high rate of speed. That cape is just going to be pulled back. It's not going to billow out like it would if he were floating. So by doing it this way, then you just get that nice quasi-draping effect. Pull that over and drape it a little bit over the arm. That way it just kind of flows down the arm. And the two just kind of work in conjunction to create just that nice attractive line. Take note of the line of the arm and how the arm just kind of comes back, forms just a little bit of a curve, and then intersects with this leg, which then follows another curve, then comes up to the top of the foot that you can't quite see, but there it is. So just notice how his feet are pointed towards the back. Just imagine it being streamlined. Coming around to the other side, again, there's just a little bit of a gentle curve that flows into his body, and there's a similarly gentle curve to this leg. And you'll also notice that there's a bit of a twist to the torso here. I rotated his torso just ever so slightly to his right, just to kind of break that line a little bit. It also gives the added impression that he's just like really bringing that knee up towards his midsection just to help generate some momentum when he's taking off. It's something you see the comic book artists do all the time. This is a fairly common comic book style Superman flight pose. Anyway, that's about it. I'm pretty thrilled with how this turned out. I'm excited that he was able to nail it. Perfect Superman flight pose. Love it. Superman doesn't carry a lot into the field. Just himself, his suit, and a cape. A variety of interchangeable hands, a flight stand, and that gorgeous heat vision effect are everything you need to bring the Man of Steel to life.
Hey, did you like that video? Be sure to subscribe by clicking the S icon on your screen and click that bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is posted. If you'd like more info on the items featured in this video, click the link provided under Product Info. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to let your geek side show.